Hello everyone, welcome back to the course. Today in this video, we will be learning about the ERC-223 token standard. Here, although ERC-223 is not officially finalized or none of the ERC or the Ethereum's community stated that this is an official one, it has some advantages which we can look into it. I would definitely say that ERC-223 has some functions which are advantageous when compared to ERC-20. ERC-223 is a superset of ERC-20 token standard. ERC-223, it requires contract to implement the ERC-223 receiver interface, and this has to be done in order to receive the tokens. This interface has a receiver function, which can be implemented. The main motto of ERC-223 is to provide safety to the Ethereum tokens. This is because as a lot of tokens are being lost during the transactions, as you all know. It allows contract developers to handle the functions and the transfers. The current implementation of this has interface the standard itself. Then comes the proposed implementations, a first approach as to how this could be implemented. Then receiver interface. A receiver interface is a dummy receiver that is intended to accept ERC-223 tokens. As you can see here, this piece of code is actually for the ERC-223 receiver. Then comes the API. ERC-223 requires contract to implement the ERC-223 receiver interface. And this is because it has to be implemented in the ERC-223 in order to receive tokens. If a user tries to send ERC-223 tokens to a non-receiver contract, this function won't allow that. This is one of the benefits of ERC-223. The function FOO will be called when a user transfers the ERC-223. The main goals of ERC-223 is the accidental loss of tokens inside the contract to allow or to prevent the loss of these tokens. There are two different ways to transfer ERC-20 tokens depending on is the receiver address a contract or a wallet. Depending on these two, you should call transfer to send tokens to a wallet address or call approve on the token contract when transfer from on receiver contract to send tokens to the contract. Accidentally call of transfer function to a contract address will cause a loss of tokens inside receiver contract. The inability of handling incoming token transactions in ERC-20 is a call transaction. Now you guys understand, ERC-20 token transaction is a call of transfer function inside token contract. And then ERC-20 token transaction between wallet address and contract is a couple of two different transactions in fact. You should call approve on token contract and then call transfer from on another contract. Ether transactions and token transactions behave differently. One of the goals of developing ERC-223 was to make token transactions similar to Ether transactions. Finally, what are ERC-223 advantages? It provides a possibility to avoid accidentally token loss inside the contracts that are not designed to work with the send tokens. The ERC-223 allows users to send their tokens anywhere with one function, and that function is transfer. There's no difference between is the receiver, it can be contract or not. No need to learn how token contract is working for regular user to send tokens, It allows contract developers to handle incoming token transactions. These are the main key advantages of ERC-223. This is how ERC-223 can actually prevent the lossage of tokens. The document which I'm presenting here in the video is a brief summary on which I've outlined the main points and I've explained you. You can go through the document in depth to understand every single point and the code in the functions. Let's get into the actual website where it mentions the token standards, the minimum viable token standards. Here in this site, which is ethereum.org, inside which we have the ERC-20 standard, there is a code which has the actual functions which are approved and finalized to create a ERC20 token. I'm emphasizing about this because it has to be put in a crowd sale is to have these functions. When you boast that you have these all functionalities and yet you lack the major requirements, I believe SEC will really look into it. In the next video, I'll be speaking about building a token smart contract. We will learn how to create a crowd sale, an ICO, and audit them